Hello guys, this is Max with Direct Payment Services. Today I'm going to do a quick demo of the milk tea shops or Boba tea shops. It is trending right now and I have a couple of customers asking about this. We basically use a restaurant system, um, but we don't have to use the full functions of everything on there because on the drinks it is pretty much simple, just a quick sales kind of thing. Most important thing is to have the label printing to for individual orders, and if you have snacks then that can go toward the kitchen printers and we can separate that out. And this is the full system of it. I'm gonna go over it, and so that way when you set up your bubble tea shops, you will know what to do. Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, so this is the full system. I got the main system, 20 inch, um, receipt printers on the left. We got the swiper for the credit card. This can be used for the gift card, loyalty card, or credit card. But in this case, I put in a regular swiper just for the gift card and loyalty card and manager card by itself. So that way, the credit card and the other card doesn't have to be mixed up, or I can use the swiper longer basically. In this case, we have the label printers, and with this one to print out individual drinks at the counters, stick it onto the drinks. Example like this case with Starbucks. There's also another kitchen printers in case if some of the snack place, if they actually have a full kitchen in the back for snacks or food or anything like that. That will go separately. The biggest restaurant, they will split that out into appetizers, sandwiches, salads, entrees. They will split that out into different kitchen printers. But in this case, because we just drink only, we only worry about the front receipt printers, and then the label printing for the cups. On here, I just plug in the customer screen. This basically show what kind of drinks, what kind of orders is on the screen, because sometimes it can get really confusing on what people order. So in this case, I go ahead and just show it on the screen there, so they can confirm their topping, their sugar level, their ice level, all that stuff. So that way, there's no argument about it. And when I print on to the label, it will show all that on there. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and open tickets and see how done real quick. Okay. I'm gonna go over the overall of the software real quick. Good thing is most of the customer that asking me about this, we run and we set it up the same way that we deal with the nail salon. So in that case, all the functionality, the way to set it up and bring tickets, it's very similar. But now it's just more focused on the restaurant work process. As far as the setting up on the back end, back office, just like the salon, employee sections, workstation, setup menus, all that is still pretty much the same way. Okay. Every server will have their own login. In this case, I'm gonna log in server number 1. They're gonna clock in. This one they clock in already. I'm gonna go ahead and clock them out. They're gonna print out a clock out report with their hours, tips and commissions and all that on there, so that way to track to pay for them. And by the way, I'm apologize that I'm using mostly Vietnamese, English instead of Vietnamese, because most of the client that asked me about this is, they all speak English and I'm trying to just record this for them. Okay. And if anybody would like me to explain further into Vietnamese, I can do that too as well. And just contact me about that. Okay, so I'm gonna clock them in. Go ahead. There's different people can clock in. I'm gonna go ahead and just do cashier. We're gonna do cash row number 1. I already put in cash amount at the beginning of the day. So whoever log in first, they can put in how much money is in the cash registers. So that way, there's no when they share the money, it won't get confused about who's doing what, how much is in and how much is out at the end of the day. Okay. So now log in. The way I'm setting this up, there's different way to do it. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna go over the software a little bit. Okay. So we have, if it's a full restaurant system, they be able to use the table. You can actually set up different table. They can come in with how many people go into the table. Let's say there's 10 people into this table. Each person will be able to put in their own tickets and all that, and it'll be they'll be set for that table when they come in and when they check out, so that way there's no confusing who's paying the checks and where everybody go. But in this case, we're just doing a quick sales, so I'm going to go back. We also do pickup and delivery. In some cases, there's a customer database in the back end with new customer or adding in. Some stores still doing that with the full restaurant, but we don't actually use all that. I mean, all the appointment books, customer database, all that is on here. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a simple tickets. I'm gonna get a signatures outline green milk tea. Some of the stores, they have different size of cups, regulars, small or large. We can force entry onto there, so we need to know what cup size it is. Usually regular, I'm gonna just put regular. Then I'm gonna go ahead and select the ice level. It's getting cold right now, so people don't want a lot of ice. The sugar level, we just want 30%. And the topping, we want, let's say there's no topping on this one, and just do regular bubble. Let's just do regular ice for now. Okay. And then from there, just a regular boba on a green milk tea. And then the second drink, I'm going to do a hot drink. Okay. I'll just do a ginger milk tea. Usually hot, people don't put the topping on there, but I want to do 0 sweet. And then from there, go to pay. As you notice over here on the screen, it's actually show on the customer screen what kind of drinks, so they can kind of go ahead and confirm. And then on the payment screen, right now I'm using the big stickers, but you can actually use a smaller one. So in this case, we have 2 different drinks, and what type of drinks is on there, what the ticket number F104. So this is ticket number 104. There's 2 different items, and we just stick this onto the cups, and we'll be able to do it the same way that Starbucks does it. So that way, every drinks and every menu items will have its own printout. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and make payment. So let's say this is $8.99. Customer wanna use $5 cash. So $5 cash. They can use as many type of payment type as they want. I'm gonna go ahead and do credit card for the rest of it. Insert the chips in. Press OK to process. Okay. Once done, it's gonna say remove card. Take the card out. On here, you can notice that got all the informations on there. Put the tips, put the title, signed receipt, and then the tips percentage in case if you want to add something in. Go ahead and close tickets, print receipts in case they want to use them. sometimes you wanna print out the receipt after the transaction, after pay, so that way you can have the transaction numbers 104 matching the ticket number. When you print out the cups number 104 with 2 drinks. Okay, so you notice that there's actually 2 different ways to push in the transactions or put in the drinks. Either just select the one item, it's just gonna force you on the cups. You can have the force the selections any way you want it. Okay, so in this case I'm only forcing it to put in the cup size. The rest of the stuff we can do the ice, the sugar, the topping, any way you want it. But I noticed that topping we don't usually know, and we usually give people the selection to do that. But in some cases, like in this case where you can actually set up what to force people to select from the beginning, the cup size, the ice level, the sugar level, and then on the topping you can go back and you can add in the topping. That's it. On the main menu itself, I added 10 of the drinks or 10 of the item that are usually favorite or most selected. um, you can just do that and it will do the same thing again, because in that way you don't have to go into the big menus. And that's pretty much it. Once you're done, go ahead and pay. Oh, by the way, with the snack itself, this is on the restaurant, so with the snack you don't need to print it on the label printers, but you need in the kitchen printers. So what you do is, if you guys do a lot of snacks in the back end, we can also put in a another receipt printers, but we call it the kitchen printers, and it will only print out the snacks or the restaurant menus in the back end, so that way the kitchen will know what to do. Okay, and the way to connect this is by either USB connections or by the Ethernet connections. So make sure when you set up your shops, make sure all the connection is set up correctly, so that way you don't forget and then end up we have to go into the wall and put in the wire again. Okay, all right, and now that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and pay this transaction cash, no receipt. All right, that's the drinks. Okay, now I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go ahead and clock out. All right, on the report itself, it's gonna tell me, okay, who this is, how long they've been working, how much they should get paid, and how much tips they got for the day. Okay, so all that is on there for this particular server. All right, and then clock out. Okay, that's it. Once you set up the employees in the back end, all their pay and commissions and all that stuff, then it's pretty simple to go back and at the end of the day or the end of the week when you need to pay them, then all the information is on the system to keep track of. The way to do ticket is pretty simple. Most of the time you're gonna do quick sales anyway, and that's gonna send the tickets to the back kitchen or to the front label printers. So that's pretty simple enough. If any questions, just let me know. Okay, thanks guys for tuning in. Hopefully that's helpful to everybody. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.